Hey everybody, stick around because homemade MREs, it's what's for dinner. Well, maybe not tonight, but eventually it'll be for dinner. Thanks for clicking on this video and joining us for another adventure. Today I am going to be heading to my local Dollar General to see if I can build another homemade MRE using only things that I find there. So some of you may be asking, why homemade MREs? What's wrong with the real thing? Why not just go buy some of those? The fact is that military rations, while they are very useful and they're very well thought out and put together, they sometimes can be extremely expensive. I mean, it's not unusual to pay up to $30 for one between the price of the MRE itself and with the shipping cost. Also, what you run into a lot is that MREs are full of things that you may not like. You don't really get to pick what's inside of it. You get what's in the bag or nothing. So the advantage of doing the homemade MREs is I get to choose everything that I put in that bag and know that it's something that I'm going to enjoy. Now, using the same rules we've always used for doing these homemade MREs, I need an entree, I need a side, I need a snack, a drink, and a dessert. All items in the MRE must have at least a 1-year shelf life. That is simply so that I can keep up with making sure that it is good and it is fresh and that it's going to be the best that it can be. And lastly, everything in the package has to be able to be consumed straight out of the pack. No freeze-dried foods, no ramen noodles. The only difference being if I get a drink powder that can be added to a water supply that I should already have with me. Now, I've never been a big shopper at Dollar General. I've never really had one near me, but recently one was built in my area, and I've started figuring out that they're a good place to go to get little things that I need and not have to fight the parking and the crowds of my local grocery store. So I've become a little bit familiar with the things that they have in there. But right now I'm pulling into my Dollar General and let's go shopping. So let's mask up and get to it. All right, so we're done with our shopping spree, and I have to say, I think this might have been the best MRE shopping adventure yet. I know I said something like that about the Big Lots MRE video, but I think this one might have topped it. In fact, if you haven't seen the Big Lots video, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box down below so you can go check that one out. So not only was I able to find some really cool and unique items to put in this MRE, I didn't have any problem at all finding things that had a 1-year shelf life at minimum. And I think that this MRE might come as close to an actual MRE as anything that I put together yet. So let's kind of go over the stuff that I got and let's see what you think. For my entree, now technically this could be an entree and a side because it comes with both. I got the Salisbury steak Hormel Completes meal. This comes with Salisbury steak and gravy, and it's served over sliced potatoes. This one has a shelf life of May of 2022. So it's got a good long way to go that I can pack it up and keep it around. It's got 13 grams of protein, and I'm not going to go through all of the rest of the nutritional value, but that's not a bad start for a meal. And this thing, the way these are made, it can be heated in a microwave, it can be put into an FRH, it can be taken out of here and put into a camp cooking pot, like a mess kit. You can take it and put it on the dashboard of your car in the sunlight, and eventually it'll heat up enough to eat it. So we're off to a good start here. All right, now as my side, this is another one of those sides that kind of is a bonus item. I got a can of the Van Camp's Beanie Weenie, and I know that there's probably a lot of people out right now that are cringing watching this, but I grew up on these things. I actually do like them. They're great when you're camping or if you just need a little protein boost, a little bit of sugar in it. But this has a shelf life of October of 2022. Another nice long shelf life. It's got one of those pop top tabs that enables you to just pull it off. You don't have to have a can opener or anything. And like I pointed out in the Big Lots video, these things also double as a utensil if you don't have something else to eat with. You just pop that off, bend it into the shape that you need, and you can use it to scoop your food out. So this is another good one. I can either eat this with the rest of the meal, or I can keep it around if I'm feeling full after eating the completes, I can keep this around and use it for another meal or another snack on the road. So as my traveling snack, I got the Tropical Trail Mix. This has a mixture of banana chips, raisins, dried pineapple, dried papaya, dried apricots. And so that's a nice little tasty snack that you can eat as part of the meal, or you can eat it if you're hiking or driving or what have you. It's just a nice little extra snack to have along. So for my dessert, I got a box of Reese's Pieces. This has a shelf life of May of 2022. So we've got a nice long time that we'll be able to enjoy our Reese's Pieces candy. And last but not least, I have as my drink the Cherry Limeade Sticks. So these are basically a single beverage that you just tear the top off of, pour it into a bottle of water, and you have your beverage. For the MRE, I only need one of these. I'll probably pack 2 of them in there because I like to have extra stuff like that on the road. This will be a nice little flavor pouch to be able to throw into a bottle of water and have something with a little bit of taste to it. Now, I don't know if you noticed while I was picking these items up, but there was not a single item in this bag that was over $2. In fact, everything in here was only $1 with the exception of the completes, which was $2. It's kind of like the advantage of shopping at Dollar Tree and getting all these things that are on for $1. And to be honest with you, I'm really surprised at the pricing. I built this entire MRE for $6. You can probably buy an MRE for $6 at a military surplus store and wonder if it's still in date and if you're going to be able to eat it because you're not going to know how it was stored. Or take $6, go to your Dollar General and build one the way that you want it. So I'm going to take all this stuff home. I'm going to package it up, put it in the drawer with the rest of my MREs, and one day when I am in a position where I can't get out and go get food, I will have a full meal ready to eat. So if you enjoy content like this, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you can be made aware of all new videos that we've got coming up. Also, check out the Amazon wish list in the description box down below. It has a few items of all different price ranges that you can go to and send to us to help us along on our adventures, or to give us something that we can test in one of our videos. And if you let us know who you are, you will get a proper shout out in the accompanying video. So thanks again for spending your time with me. I cannot tell you how much it means that you guys keep clicking on these videos and watching them and going along on these adventures. I'm having such a good time doing these videos, and as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making them. So until the next time I see you, remember to prepare for the world that you live in, not the one you wish existed. We'll see you around.